welcome to another webisode of the Mystic Adventures of Wizard101 Chronicles. I think I just put in extra words there, but okay, here we are on another webisode. I'm so excited to see you guys here, and I'm so excited to get started. We have finished most of Cyclops Lane and most of Triton Avenue, and now we are going to Firecat Alley, and I do believe this should round up the free arc. But we'll see, and I do hope that we can finish Firecat Alley with this webisode. But again, we will see. And there are some things that are a little bit different. Things are changing up. Just some things have changed, and so I'm going to kind of change how I do things a little bit. I went from 2 computers to 1, so it's the way the thing, and eventually I'll be back to 2 computers or more one day, maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit of a different setup today than it has been in the past. Also, Katara Roxanne is here, which is why I got my coon armor on. Otherwise, it is hot outside, guys. I would not. All right, here we go with the new setup. Oh, yes. I was using the Microsoft screen record, so now I'm using a different screen record. I don't know if that's going to change anything up on y'all's end or not, but I'm having to use a different type of screen record. All right, I think it should be good. I can only play wizards because it'll show everything up on the screen record. But that's okay. Alright, here we are. Oh, I did log in with Emma. Now, one of the things that I'm working on with Emma, I'm trying to I'm hatching pets. I went through all of Emma. Emma has a lot of stuff. I went through all of her stuff, and I found that she does indeed have. Will it not let me equip my coon here? She does indeed have a coon. It's not a raccoon. It's, you can see, a tanuki. So adult tanuki, and I'm working on leveling up and hatching different tanooks so that we can. Now, I am on a new computer with this, so a lot of loading has to be done. There's a lot of loading that has to be going on. Whereas before, everything was just loaded. So, we can see the loading stuff over here. Apparently, my animals are not loading. So, we're not going to wait for those. Let's go ahead and pick up Abagail. Yeah, see? It's going to have to load. Shouldn't take long though. See? Not too long at all. We're going to Old Town, and is our mount used up? No, it's just not loaded, so we can't wear it yet. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that needs to load, so the gameplay is going to be a little bit different with the new computer. That's why I wanted to let you guys know, because I wasn't sure what all it's going to affect in reality. Yeah, he's not even loaded yet. Triton Avenue's not going to explode. Well, I should hope not. Sounds like things are getting sorted out. What a relief. Thank you, Wizard. Private Quinn on Firecat Alley may need help. I don't have any guards to send as reinforcements. Please go see if he needs any help. Alright, so we're gonna go see Private Quinn. Oh, there's my mount. Firecat Alley's probably gonna have to... Ooh, the raccoon almost turned us off. The Firecat Alley may have to load. Look, they're loading Crocotopia World data way before they did even Firecat Alley. That's silly to me. So we're gonna have to wait for the Crocotopia World data to probably finish before we can get to the Firecat Alley. Which is okay. Firecat Alley! And it's not fully loaded because they don't normally look like that. They're looking like that because we're not loaded. Halt! Oh, you're that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What? Sergeant Muldoon sent you. Woo! I need all the help I can get. Alright, so let's go talk to this guy that looks like a mannequin. This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in a way that's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. Everywhere, Private Quinn. It's all over. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back? You know what? I can do the best that I can. If there was haunted minions in Triton Avenue and there's some here, let's see what we can do about them. I can only do the best that I can. But I can do the best that I can. Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in that dark cave. It's spooky in there. Aw. Go tell Private Quinn the haunted minions aren't that bad. They just don't like the dark cave. They'll stay right there. They promise. They say they promise. The undead have promised not to venture any further. It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win. It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from the Firecats, the musical. Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the Fire Elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in, and then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos in Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo? Indeedo. Lizzo. This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait, you're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it. Could you get my spell book back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Something has corrupted them. Alright, I think there used to be a side quest right over here, but we'll find it, I'm sure. fire for fiddle, burnt out ends of smoky days, the stale cold smell of morning. Fire for fiddle. Ah! I think that fire elf was cursing. I mean, I don't know, but... My spell book, thank you. You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves. I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this or how to help them, but I might know of someone who does. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog. I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's the human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. Perhaps one of the other denizens know how. I saw Shelfus Gruffheart cowering in the corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier. Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives. Alright. Leave me alone. Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No, you promise? 'Cause I know ice magic. Okay, I believe you, which is good because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough. What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elf stole my strong box. My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strong box back, wink wink, and maybe I'll remember the answer to your questions. Ooh, we got somebody. Robin Hood wants to be our friend. Yeah. What'd he say? Nice mount. Let's say thank you. With a smiley face. Alright, we're gonna defeat fire elves and get this bag. Tara here to make maximum trouble before it's time for her to go home. Oh, I need to feed my pet. You guys, remind me to feed my pet. Firefro Fiddle. As he loves to tell Firefro Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. Firefro Fiddle, Firefro Fiddle. Whoa. Okay. So these elves are definitely crazy. Alright, hold on guys. I'm going to pause and check on my setup here. My strong box. Thank you. Now, about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. I hope that it helps. Yes, indeedio, me too. Let's go check out this hermit's house with her smoke billowing. Gawa, how dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight. What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from the dark cave? They need the witch's help then. First off, I'm 100% not that witch, or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job. The guard is pinned down. Sigh. Typical. All right, I'll help, but I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. We'll go from there. Alrighty then. I need that blue orb, and I need those red orbs. Sigils on the drain. You guys, you have to remind me to feed my pet. I only remember whenever I'm in battle. I'm a bad pet owner. Thank you. I needed to feed my pet. You're right. Guys, I think Firecat Alley is harder than it used to be. It looks like Firecat Alley is harder than Cyclops Lane. It looks like we did end up going easier to harder. That's what it seems like. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems like these magma men with 200 lives. More than what we fought so far. That was quick. Phew. You smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma and I will run a quick analysis. And done. Looks like the root cause was Banshee's well curse. I recognize those melodic signatures. Bastilia Graveyard. Bastilia has the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors. During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla. I've heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance. A Banshee's well curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses. Thankfully, this particular well seems to have no effect on the humans, but we need to help the fire elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record the Stella's voice into it. Get one from the rotten fodder in the dark cave. Alright, let's do that. Oh, sorry, you startled me. I'm just so worried about my precious fire kitties. A crazed fire elf opened my door and they all ran outside. Being kittens, they just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get out and explore. But they're too young to find their way back home. Please, Wizard, this street is too dangerous right now for them to be out on their own. Do you have it in your heart to look for my fire kittens? Of course, I love fire kittens. You will? Bugahoo! Thank you! There are 5 missing fire kittens. You'll recognize them by their collars. Please hurry. Alright, I'm guessing they're in the dark cave, because you're like, right? I'm sure this is the direction they went. Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon. Okay. Honestly, I would like to hear some rotten foddered beats. Let's see if we can find these kittens. I'm not seeing the kittens. Maybe I'm missing them. I don't know. You guys tell me if you see any kittens, but we're just going to continue on and see if we find kittens along the way. Shellis has a new quest for us. Could I beg your help again, Wizard? After I went home to hide the strong box you rescued, my house was looted not once, not twice, but thrice. As a relics dealer, I had to set out several rare and immensely valuable items I'd hoped to sell to the crowds coming in for the fire festival. Just when I thought I was safe inside my home, haunted minions broke in. Mercifully, they were distracted by the shyness of the Emberstone ring. I hope it's not crude to say, but that ring was supposed to pay my mortgage. Please, Wizard, get the Emberstone ring back for me. Alright, so we have haunted minions that stole his ring. So we know that the haunted minions are all over this way. So let's go back this way. And we know that the haunted minions promised to stay in this area. So I hope his home is like in this area. If it is, I'm gonna have to tell him, Guy, I'm so sorry, but your area is literally the haunted minion area. You might want to consider moving or reinforcing your home a whole bunch. You got the Emberstone ring back? You've really saved my bacon, my new friend. Any chance you'd be willing to do a lowly merchant another favor? Why not, dude? As I was repairing the door, those insufferable haunted minions broke down. A clatter of skeletal warriors forced their way inside my house. I chased them out, but only after one of the bony bandits swiped an ancient Mushu sword from my collection, called the Spirit of Mugawa. When a sword has a name, you know it's valuable. Please, Wizard, will you recover the Spirit of Mukagawa from the skeletal warriors? Yeah, maybe I'll be able to find haven't been eaten by any of your summons, I see. How unfortunate. I guess I'll have to teach you a new spell then. Alright, I'm level 10 now. Wow. I'm not gonna worry about my level up stuff though. I'm gonna try to do Firecat Alley without it. Prideful, yeah, I know. But yeah, let's go to these skeletal warriors. Oh wait, there's skeletal warriors in Firecat Alley over here. Maybe we can find the kittens. Again, let's keep our eyes out for these kittens. Goodness, you'd think they wouldn't have strolled this far. I know I'm supposed to talk to Greta, so maybe I'll stop in and talk to her. Maybe she's seen some kittens. Doubt it. Ah, good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilia's well. I'll override whatever noise the rotting fodder has imbued it with. You'll just need to get Bastilia mad enough to let out a good shriek. Herkimer stones naturally capture the sound waves of the undead. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise. Bastilla's in her old house, the Diva's Tower. That's just down the street. Good luck. Alright. But we got some skeletal warriors to take care of really quick. The spirit of the Mokagawa is no display piece. It was forged for combat. Take it. Please don't let the fleshy fool squander its destiny. Alright, I'll tell him that it's meant for combat. I'll tell him. The spirit of the Mokagawa, thank you. There's a huge gouge in the blade. I'll be lucky to get 100 gold pieces for this now. Oh well, something's better than nothing, I suppose. Now, the relic I want back is the most is worth 1,000 spirit of Mokagawas. Just as I put the final nail into my repaired front door, the most disgusting creature I've ever seen came crashing in through the window. And then I realized I recognized the horrid monster. Rather, I recognized who he used to be. The spiral renowned thief, James Anelada. James paid for his life of crime with the sentence of death, only to continue his thieving waves in the underworld under the moniker Wormguts. But Wormguts has returned to the land of the living, and he came for the relic that cost him his life, the Sleeper's timepiece. I chased him to a tower down the way, but I was no match for Wormguts and his undead minions. Could you retrieve the Sleeper's timepiece? There she is. Oh, she's so cute. Meow. I wonder, was that kitty there without the arrow? Did I have to have the arrow on to see it? Did you guys see it? Meow. You don't know how to open magic chests? How tedious. Most chests are locked magically. To break the spell, you'll have to solve the puzzle. If you can solve the puzzle, the chest will open and you will be given a reward. Is that everything? Good. Please don't bother me again. I do know how to open magical chests. I just didn't think that I wanted to. Let's go ahead and open it now, since my professor had to come in and say something. You just unlocked a new section in your spell tab, spell writing. With this, you can modify and improve existing spells. Be sure to take a look. I will need to look at that, that's for sure. Because that wasn't even a thing whenever I played back in the day. So that's a new thing. So much to learn to play a game. I think it's fun, man. I enjoy it. So they did stray this far. They strayed pretty far away. You strayed far away. Meow. No wonder her mama's all worried. She would be like, it's a good thing that you asked me to grab these kittens, because they were strolled out everywhere. There she is. Cute little Oh, do I still have one more kitty to rescue? I didn't realize that. Oh no, it's a kitty collar, not a kitty. Oh no. I'll have to tell her. Is this worm guts? That's what it is. We're here. No, this is Vistalia. I mean, we are here. Let's get her done. At last, I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the Fire Elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, malice there is. None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I think you underestimate me, which is sad for you. I died, guys. She defeated me. So, we got to heal. We have our fishing quest now. I guess we could go ahead and take that while we're here. Hello, wizard. I'm Lucky Hookline, famous fisher and Pisces collector. You might have heard about the 60-inch whopper I caught. No? Ah, well, let me tell you, fishing is a terrific hobby, and you won't find a more relaxing pastime, yeah. If you like, I can teach you how to cast for fish magically, of course. Then you can catch your own whoppers. First off, you gotta be in an area of the spiral populated with fish. You'll know you are when the fishing icon appears. Clicking the fishing icon button displays your fishing spells. Fishing is magical activity in the spiral, you know. Your fishing spells consist of fishing catching spells and fishing utility spells. Click on a fishing catching spell to cast a magical lure. Alright, I don't think you guys want to know all this stuff, so I'm going to kind of move through here. So are your spells. Every fish has a magical school type, and fish are more attracted to lures from their same school. Yes, there's different types. I already know all this stuff. I don't think you guys care. Just seeing if it's a quest with stuff to grab. And it gave me a badge, so I wanted to grab that. Did he tell me to fish? Yes. I got stuff to catch in Isakuda and Frostdekue. That's all I gotta catch. So that's pretty easy. But we'll do that another time. I knew you'd have no trouble securing those supplies. Now, a magical binding here, some weaving spells there, all done. I have those robes. I hope those robes serve you well, wizard. Good fortune on all your travels. Okay, so she gave me a pretty cool hat. We're gonna equip it. Some boots. It was put in our bank. We don't have space anymore, and I bet our cloak was also put in the bank. Yeah. So I want to get back to the lady we were fighting because I can just go straight back, but I need to get life. We'll get life in the street. Here. And now we can click this. I don't know why. I thought the fire elf wouldn't be there anymore, but the fire elf is there. How dare you upstage my comeback performance? It was gonna be well, too. I laughed, I cried. It was better than Firecat's. Enjoy this day. Well, for when you bear witness to Malicer's malum opus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry. I agree Malicer's planning something, but I disagree it's gonna have as big of an impact as you think. Because I think somebody's gonna step in and make a difference. We gotta return these kittens. Bye, my fire kittens. Well, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where's Koro? You only found her collar? Look, I knew this was gonna happen. Koro's been catnipped. And I know who did it. My dirty, rotten scoundrel of a sister, Bernice. She's been stealing from me since the day she was born. She lives in the tastefully decorated house up the street from mine with her blockhead husband Larry, whom she stole from me 40 years ago. Gallant young wizard, will you do this old woman a favor and rescue my dear little Charo from my repugnant sister and her stooge of a husband? I mean, I'll get your cat. Men, I mean, they're simple, but they're also difficult. There's a chance I could maybe get you her man. I'll give it my best shot. But I promise to get you the cat. How about that? You don't want a man anyways. You're better off with your cats. Vog, Larry, you blockhead. You bought fancy security elementals who have destroyed my living room but didn't lock the stinking door. Oops. Don't I get credit for braving the fire elf pandemonium to steal you that fire kitty in the first place? Cheese and crackers, Larry. Write out a formal confession, why don't you? Oh, okay, I can do that, dear. Where do we keep the paper? Oh, for the love of... This is my fire kitten. Just get rid of the stinking wizard already, you slack-jawed jackalope. Yes, dear. You heard the lady of the house, meathead. We ain't giving Eleanor's fire kitty back, so get out or get hurt. Uh-oh. I give up, you win. Bugwile, Larry, you loser. This is why I can't have nice things. Go outside and think about how terrible you are. But, yes, dear. Sorry, dear. As for you, give Eleanor her fire kitten back. This silly thing won't even come when you call its name. A bit. That was, you called her the wrong name. I don't know. I'm gonna look through your house, sweetie. Might as well. Alright. See you later. Try not to steal from your sister no more. I don't know why I was expecting to see him out here. My sweet and spicy little baby, Wavy. Thank you so much for bringing her home, Wizard. Tell me, how mad did Bernice get? Haha, that'll teach her to send her beautiful cloud of a husband to do her dirty work. My fire kittens and I are forever in your debt, friend. And don't you forget it. Did you capture Bastelia as well? Great. What's that? She warned you there's still more to Malister's sinister plan? Wait, Malister's behind this? Malister Drake, the professor, the death professor. I'd heard he blew himself up with the death school after his sweet wife Sylvia passed away. Truth be told, I'm not surprised. There was always a certain darkness about him. Sylvia was too good for that entire Drake family, if you ask me. Nonetheless, we still need to transmute Bastilia's well into the cure for the fire elves. We'll just need a few things before we can get started. Unfortunately, the alchemical transmutation will require some equipment that I'm no longer privy to. One student turns himself into a humogo frog, and everyone wants the alchemy professor to run out of town. Bartleby forbid, Ambrose have my back. Anyhow, I can make do with crafting equipment. Here's a list of the items to borrow from Gloria Crindle in Old Town. Just don't mention my name. All right. Hello, young wizard. How can I help you craft today? You'd like to borrow some crafting items? I suppose that's all right. Let's see your list. 1 large beaker, 1 crucible, 5 aludes, and a small and a thinner. Well, this is your lucky day. I just received a crate of those items. Of course, there are a few other items in the crate as well. Tell Greta she's welcome to them too. Call it an overdue parting gift. What? I can spot Greta's alchemy setup a mile away. Don't worry, everybody knows she's been hiding in Firecat Alley. Do say hello for me. Well, that was convenient. They just got a shipment with all the stuff that she needed. She must have ordered it, right? I forgot I marked my location. I didn't use it. How did it go? You got everything on the list? And Gloria says hello. Sigh, let's just get this done. Go set up the alchemy table over there. Alchemy table set. Ooh, that equipment is nice enough for an amateur like you to perform the transmutation. Go on, just place the Hermica stone on the crucible. There we are. Now bring me the potion and let me check your work. You just want to teach, don't you? Wow, A+ work here, young one. Good work. Now for the next part of the plan. The curative intonation potion will work similarly to the initial curse. So you'll need to administer it to an influential fire elf. Alakane Swift Arrow is the most famous fire elf actor alive. Once he's cured, just explain to him that it's up to him to pass the cure on to his people. You'll find Alakane in the Fire Globe Theater. I've imbued your wand with the curative potion. Now go give Alakane a good thwacking. Gentle thwacking so that we can just thwack the evil off and make him a good elf. And then he will make good elves throughout the land. Hopefully, that's the goal that we're working for here. Here we go. Fire Globe Theater. You can see a smith over here too. But we're not doing the smith's quest yet. Not quite yet. This new setup shakes the camera a lot, doesn't it? I'll have to figure out a better way. Fire Fro Friddle. The greatest magicians have something to learn. Fire Fro Friddle. Wizard City must burn. Fire Fro Friddle. Woohoo! Silly little elves. This one's a tough one, I know, so. I really think that I told you guys wrong at the beginning, and I feel really, really bad. Webisode, the one where I started in Cyclops Lane is the easiest. We start with Cyclops, and Firecat Alley seems to be the hardest. We did not do it the big girl way. We did it the true girl way, I guess. But that's okay. This is definitely harder than the other ones have been. Oh no! I don't think I'm gonna survive. I don't have a life spell. He has 11 life left, guys. Let's pray for his fizzle. Oh yeah, he just put up a... With 34 life left, we did it. Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am again stark raving sane. How can I ever repay you? Go to your brethren and heal them now. That would so help me and everybody. You say I can deliver my people from the grip of this dreadful banshee curse? But how? I'm an actor. We are the opposite of people. The cure and my voice hath entwined. Then accept the role of the hero I must. I shall deliver a performance for the ages. To the streets. Alright, I think it's going to be awesome. And we got fire magic history here. Let's do it. In the beginning, there was a dragon titan, an immortal being capable of burning an entire world, or rekindling a soul's lost spark. From the embers left in its wake, there come the race of dragons, who harness the power of fire to rule the lands. As fire magic passed to younger races, dragons were pushed out of the fledgling worlds, seeking refuge 'neath the sleeping form of their ancestors. Their drake offsprings formed alliances with roving human clans to rebel against their parents, ultimately establishing the Empire of Dragonspire. Awesome. All right, look at me. I'm on stage. We got to do a little ditty while we're up here, right? I don't know if you can do stuff whenever you're not a member, but yeah, you can do some stuff. Let's see what she looks like on stage. Oh, look at her dancing on stage. Yeah. Fire glow theater. Alright, now we gotta take a bow. Emote. Open emote wheel. Bow. Thank you all. Alright, let's get out of here. What's this? Did that coward Sheila send a child to fight his battles? Wait, you're a wizard child, no? Perhaps we can help one another. The sleeper's timepiece allows its owner to control the nightmares of others, but I've been unable to master its enchantment. Care to team up? No? So be it. It's your funeral. But I warn you, I don't think you're going to like the underworld very much. Minions, attack! I said that kind of funny. I have minions too, worm guts. Worm guts, you are no match for me. Bah, the sleeper's timepiece was the death of me once. I don't need it running my afterlife too. Just pray Sheila never discovers its true value. Yeah, whatever. At least you accept your fate, worm guts. Well, did you fix this mess? Can I go back to my stories now? Finally, the whole ordeal has made me realize I don't miss working with students as much as I previously thought. No offense. Run along then, dear, and if you would be so kind as to omit my name from your official reporting to the city guard, I'd appreciate that. Now, ta-ta. I love it. I don't mind one bit. Of course, everybody already knows. But we can pretend that she's right, and I really think that she thinks that she doesn't want to teach, but I think she enjoyed it more than she'll admit. Hey, newbie, or should I say hero of Firecat Alley? Oh, hush. Uh-huh. I see. You mean you even managed to correct Alicane's pitchy singing. We're all set to resume rehearsals at for Firecats, the musical, except for one gigantic undead singer-sized problem. In the middle of the confusion earlier, I was accosted by banshee named Melwina Smite, violently demanding a role in the play. She screamed that she wasn't leaving without a part. Then the crazy banshee knocked the orange juice I was drinking right out of my hand. I was so flustered, I said the first word that popped into my head. Thankfully it worked. She left, screaming, singing, back to her forlorn tower. Now I neither have to write a part for something called Juicicle Cat or face Melwina's wrath when I tell her she's not in the play. Unless she might be less inclined to start a fight if someone with your reputation delivers the bad news. You'll do it? Thanks. Alright, let's go. We'll just use our potion. Because we're finishing up Firecat Alley. This is about the end of the webisode here. Alright, focus, Melwina. Be the juicicle. I missed it. Sorry guys, I missed it because family was showing up. Hey Wiz, how'd Melwina take the news? She said the part was stupid and attacked you. I'm so sorry. At least she's out of our hair now. To be honest, she's right about the part being stupid. It was the best name I could conjure up on the spot. I guess we gotta blame it on my juice. Thanks for your help, newbie. I can tell you're gonna be a star around here. Now go on, dust your shoulders off, and keep it moving. Alright, guys. Now we're gonna talk to Private Quinn, and that we should wrap up Firecat Alley in this webisode of Mystic Adventures in Wizard101. I can't not. Sorry, guys. Ah! I was like, I thought I was gonna miss it there, dude. Hey, yo. Great balls of fire. You're alive. When I didn't hear back from you, I just assumed. Well, I'm glad you weren't frickied. Did you find Lizzo? She's safe now. Woo! And a cure for Fire Elf's madness is being administered as we speak. You are amazing. You should tell Sergeant Muldoon. And feel free to mention how I'm still bravely defending this position if it comes up. Thanks, Wizard. I couldn't have done it without you. Alright, and I couldn't have done this without you guys because I really am good at just fast forwarding through the words and not reading the story. I'm so excited to be going through the story and sharing it with you guys. Yeah, I've played the game many times, but I've never watched the story, so I don't know if it's still the same story or not, you know? Isn't that crazy? So that is all for today's webisode. We can turn in this quest real quick. She's going to give us another one. That Miss Wood should do nicely. Miss Hangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and slide. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table. Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. All right. Now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting and making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the anthems. When you've made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I will award you a novice crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck. I can't wait to see them. Alright, we have that. Let's talk to Sergeant Muldoon. That is in the bag. Crafting in the bag. Hello again, young wizard. Do the smell of brimstone and burnt hair smell? Word from Firecat Alley. You helped quell an undead insurrection and cured a fire elf curse. Impressive. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're making headway. Good job on cleaning up those streets. You know, if this whole student of magic thing doesn't work out, you have a bright future as a guard. For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control. Alright, and we level up there at the end. That is a wonderful ending, I think, to a wonderful day in the Wizard101 neighborhood. Thank you all so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you guys for the next one and to see where we go from there. Also, really quick, at the beginning of this, I was trying to show you the pets that I'm working on. I'm hatching pets to try to get a pet with a healing characteristic for Abagail, because she's going to need that in her future battles. So let's see if it'll show us the pet now. I'm gonna have to stabilize that camera. Yeah, there she is. So it's not a raccoon, but it's a dog coon. It's a Chinese dog coon. And I've been hatching her, so I want to see it looks the same. So I'm going to level up this one, and then we'll hatch it and see. I'm trying to get an animal that will look like this, but will have stats that will help Abagail out. So that's what I've got my Emma wizard up to, working on for our Wizard101 quest adventures. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you guys had fun. Remember that I have a real world magic academy, celestialgrove.academy. Check it out. And thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did. I enjoyed playing, and I'm so grateful to be here. As always, be blessed with lots and lots of love.